express how much happy I am here back at IIT and back at Techfest. And you can see that back wearing the Techfest t-shirts. Thank you all for giving me so much love, so much. Today I was seeing people standing in the queue outside and I remember my days. Today is Techfest 2014. I want to talk not about Techfest 2014, but I want to talk about Techfest 2001. 13 years before, I was also standing in those queues from a small town of Palanpur. I also came with a dream that I will go to IIT, I will go to Techfest, and I will compete against the best of the India in a lot of competitions. I came here 13 years before with something like this in my hand, wearing some kind of small gadget on my hand. I very well remember that open hardware competition was there in 2001. What was this thing on my hand that I think many of you know? I literally took my computer mouse in those days, opened that computer mouse, took actually two of this kind of computer mouse, put together then in a different way, did some programming, some hardware, electronics little bit, and created this glove that you can wear on your hand. Simple idea. But in those days, there were no this kind of technology available in India or developing countries as per se. I never dreamed that I'll be wearing this on my hand this way and showing to the audience of IIT Techfest 2001. And a gentleman will come and talk to me. I was demoing this thing. What this gadget does, I can let you very quickly know that whatever movements you do with your hand, it replicates in a virtual world. It's very simple in nowadays. But a gentleman came and talking to me that time, and I never imagined in my life that our president, APJ Abdul Kalam, will come and spend half an hour with me. That made my day. And not only day, that made my whole of the life career. I was telling myself inside, after his half an hour discussion with me about my project, about my work, I was telling that the future starts today. Future is not tomorrow, it starts today, right away. And I think I can definitely say that for all of you, you have to believe the future starts today. Today you competed in a lot of competitions. You won, you lost sometimes, but you learn a lot from each other. And that learning will take you ahead. That learning will be always with you. And that's where you remember that the future is starting that day. That day when I lost because of that mistake, but I just never made that mistake again. And that's why the future started that day. I won, and that's why the future started that day. Even Einstein has put it very nice way that I never think of the future. It comes very soon. So today, I want to show you a little bit about my journey. What happened after that day? I got to work with different cultures, different people, different laboratories in the world, different academias and companies. From that day, at that time I was in Nirma Institute of Technology, Gujarat University in Ahmedabad. I was able to join IIT after that, and I'm very proud to be back in IIT campus for that. I got the chance to work in media like Asia, trying to help rural India with technology. Also started Microsoft India incubation team, where I thought, why can we not take technology and help in a corporate way to the publics of the India. Got a chance to work in Japan, where I was working on robotics. I also did some project with NASA, Google, UNESCO, CMU, to name a few. At present, I am the head of the research at Samsung. Why I am telling you all this thing? Because this experience of different fields, design, technology, entrepreneurship, gave me a niche, and that's what the experience is going to matter for you. But the beginning is there today. So I will start with this video. Nothing happens from the scratch, right? It's already there, and you still need to keep going on and on and on and on to make it back. So this word invent is very tricky word. A lot of people ask me, oh, how to invent, how do we invent, or how to be innovator. There is no formula or recipe to be innovator or something like that. So today I want to little bit focus on what is invent, or how do we invent. And I don't think I know the answer. I have no answer for this particular question. But I can definitely give you an example that what I have seen with my colleagues and exploring different places. So if you ask this question that how do we invent? There are methods like accident, like just now we see in the video, accident happened. You found something like that, or Newton, the apple fall down and then he thought about something else. There can be need or necessity based innovations. Sometimes it is based upon solving your own problems. There is a problem I am facing, I need to solve this problem, and that's how you invent. You get inspiration sometimes, inspiration from each other or inspiration from nature. You see a bird flying and then you say, why can we not make a flying machine? And then you make an aeroplane. Or there can be a long-term vision, a desire to do something. And there can be multiple ways. These are not the only list. This can be go on and on by different people, different word can be. For me, there was a word that always stuck to me from very beginning when I was a kid. From that time, I always liked magic. I always feel that how about this? How magical? I used to love watching magic shows, but at the same time, it's not only about magic shows, it's about how to bring that magic to real life. That was my desire, my vision. And if I show you this picture, if anyone knows what is this technology is all about? Anyone? In 1800, John Pepper was a magician, and he invented this particular method. It's called Pepper's Ghost. You can go later online, internet, and search about this. There is a mirror over there. In 18th century, Pepper was using this particular technique to make people invisible on the stage. And if I recall you today, some of the latest technology that haven't even come in market, let's say Google Glass, uses exactly same technology that was there in 18th century used by John Pepper. The same prism that was reflecting the light at the particular distance and degrees. So what is happening about this magic? It was not magic, it's a kind of technology in some sense. So I would say this particular statement I will repeat after that from class, saying that any sufficiently advanced technology should feel like magic. That stuck to my mind. A technology that can feel like magic. I took it very literally. And let's say technology. If I say technology, what comes in our mind is this: computers, laptops, smartphones in our pockets. All this thing is information technology. If I ask you when the tablets started, right? Information technology, we have tablets now. When did it start? Someone might say 5 years, 6 years, 3 years. I would say no. It started centuries before. In 5500 BCE, that was also a tablet, a clay tablet, right? Later, even if you go to some kilometers away from here, Mumbai, Ajanta, Ellora, you will find some paintings. That also is an information medium. I just visited China. In Xi'an province, there is terracotta warrior statues. These warrior statues are also telling us about the past. It's an information medium. Information technology is not 40 or 50-year-old field. This field is going on for I would say centuries. Only thing which is changing over here is the medium of that technology. Earlier it was sculptures, paintings, the scripture, the Sanskrit scripture that we can see in our books written. That was also information technology. It was giving information to people in some case. But there was some constant change happening also in this medium. This particular book, a Bible, which was printed in 1400, somewhere around 1450, German engineers invented printing press, and that made the spread of the information possible. Now you can print multiple copies of this book. That was one of the largest and I would say the most prominent invention in information technology world. Then radio came. We started hearing the information. With the introduction of the television, now we can hear and see both. What is happening that if you carefully think that information medium is keep changing its home from statues, from books, to radios, to television, and then personal computer. Now we can interact with that information medium. Personal computers started becoming small and small, our laptops, and our smartphone that fits in our pocket. And as of now, at that moment we are talking about wearable technologies that you can wear on your hand and can interact with the cloud or the world of information in some sense. The future of the information mediums are keep coming, right? So I would say that this particular moment is very important. Our time of this particular century and in this particular years are very important. Why? Because I can bet that information is going to change its medium again. Today is a digital world. Tomorrow, no one knows. After 15 years, that might be a completely new world. And that's what I'm asking you, all of you, to explore, to innovate in that particular field, to rush and find what is that next information medium will look like. Someone might say it's cloud, right? Cloud is also information. In some cases, information is intangible. Let me try. If I can find a network over here, I can try to see something. That if I can show you something live. Okay. So I'm trying because of I'm depending on the cloud over here. So let's say it works. If it doesn't, then please forgive me for that. So I'm sure you're not able to see from this part what is this. I just open a YouTube page on my phone. I'm connected to the network, I'm connected to the cloud. I just open a YouTube page over here. I'm going to the search bar over there and I'm searching, let's say, Techfest or maybe Technoholics. I searched word Technoholics in this. So some videos came up. So there are a couple of videos I can scroll through. There is a Technoholics 2013 promo. The first video is 2013 promo. Now what I'm doing is I'm looking towards you. I'm looking at my smartphone. And I'm simply touching that. It is saying something that copying data. Yeah, it did. It finished. What it did, it copied that video in my hand, in my finger, because I simply grabbed that video file and it now is in my finger. I'm not joking with you. This is not magic. This is technology. So now this finger containing that Technoholics 2013 video with me. So what I can do, I can simply go to my laptop computer, or let's say I have another device here, and it's not that I already copied this beforehand or something like that. I can open over here and say I'm opening an application. I open a YouTube application. So let's see it works or not. So I'm trying to touch over here. It is saying it's pasting data. Something is coming up. It says Technoholics 2013 promo, and anyway, so today you are going through the Technoholics, the last session. I think is going to be exciting. So you might ask what happened. It's pure technology. What is happening that the camera in my smartphone is actually knowing who is in front of me. So whoever is touching it, putting its nose Pranav is in front of me. It passing the data to my cloud, my personal cloud, because there's no one else's cloud. And when I'm now going to my tablet and again pasting that